The Kuki people are an ethnic group native to the eastern parts of India, particularly in the states of Manipur, Mizoram, and Assam, as well as in neighboring countries such as Myanmar, Burma, and Bangladesh. Here are some key facts about the Kuki people. 1. Population. The Kuki population is estimated to be around 1.5 million people. 2. Language. The Kuki people speak various dialects of the Kuki language, which belongs to the Tibeto-Burman language family. 3. Religion. The majority of the Kuki people are Christians, with a significant number of them being Baptists. Culture. The Kuki people have a rich cultural heritage, with their own traditional customs, festivals, and practices. History. The Kuki people have a long and complex history, with records of their presence in the region dating back to the 16th century. The Kuki people are known for their warm hospitality, rich cultural traditions, and resilience in the face of adversity.
The term Meghalaya is derived from the Sanskrit word meaning abode of clouds or land of the clouds. But the creation of Meghalaya state has a complex political background involving the intersection of tribal identity, regional aspirations, ancestral and traditional land possessions by the Khasi Garo Jaintia tribals of the region. The Khasi Hills, Garo Hills, and Jaintia Hills were separate administrative units during the British colonial era. The Indian National Congress and tribal leaders demanded autonomy for the region. The Government of India formed the Advisory Committee for the Northeastern Frontier in 1951 to address regional concerns. Autonomous district councils were created for the Khasi, Jaintia, and Garo Hills, but they had limited powers, leading to growing demands for greater autonomy. The region was part of the British Indian Empire, with the Khasi and Jaintia Hills, and the Garo Hills being separate administrative units. The tribal leaders, particularly the Khasi and Garo, demanded a separate state or autonomy within Assam. The All-Party Hill Leaders Conference emerged, demanding a separate state. The conference submitted memorandums to the Government of India, emphasizing tribal identity, cultural distinctness, and economic underdevelopment. Assam's opposition to the demand led to tensions and protests. The Government of India passed the Northeastern Areas Reorganization Act, 1971. Meghalaya became an autonomous state within the Indian Union on January 21, 1971. On January 21, 1972, Meghalaya gained full statehood, with Shillong as its capital. The creation of Meghalaya reflects the complex interplay of tribal identity, regional aspirations, and national politics. The Kuki people, who shared 50 to 90% lexical similarities among Old Kukis and Thadu, Paite, Simte, Gangte, Vaife, Hamar, Zu, etc., had their respective land holdings as per colonial-era records.
The total approximate area of the proposed Kukiland statehood for Kuki-Zo people is 8,614 square miles. The Kuki people have been pursuing their political movement from 1947 under the banner of the Kuki National Assembly and from 1988 under KNOUPF. The movement is based on the colonial-era land holdings of the Kuki people, which include the British Mombi area, British Chasad area, British Jampi area, and British Songpi subdivision. The British Mombi area, which covered approximately 2,491 square miles, was part of the colonial administrative divisions during the British colonial era in India. The British Chasad area, which covered approximately 2,272 square miles, was another colonial administrative unit in the region. The British Jampi area, which covered approximately 1,577 square miles, was a colonial administrative unit in the Sibsagar district of Assam province. The British Songpai subdivision, which covered approximately 2,274 square miles, was a colonial administrative unit in the region. The Kuki people have been demanding a separate statehood based on their colonial-era landholdings and their distinct cultural and linguistic identity. The movement has been ongoing since 1947, with various organizations and leaders emerging over the years to pursue the demand for Kukiland statehood. The Kuki National Assembly, which was formed in 1947, has been at the forefront of the movement, demanding a separate statehood for the Kuki people. The KNOUPF, which was formed in 1988, has also been actively involved in the movement for Kuki land statehood, demanding a separate state for the Kuki people within the Indian Union. The movement for Kuki land statehood is a peaceful and democratic movement, which is based on the principles of non-violence and civil disobedience. The Kuki people believe that their demand for statehood is a legitimate and just demand, which is based on their historical, cultural, and linguistic identity. The movement for Kuki land statehood is a movement for self-determination, which is based on the principles of democracy, equality, and justice.
The Kuki people believe that their demand for statehood is a demand for freedom, which is based on their right to govern themselves and to determine their own political, economic, and social destiny. The movement for Kuki land statehood is a movement for the future, which is based on the principles of hope, unity, and solidarity. The Kuki people believe that their demand for statehood is a demand for a better future, which is based on their right to self-determination and to determine their own destiny. The movement for Kuki land statehood is a movement for the rights of the Kuki people, which is based on the principles of equality, justice, and human rights.
Stay updated on the latest news and developments from the Kuki community. Subscribe to Zalengam Media for exclusive updates, news, and analysis. Share with your friends and family to help spread the word. Subscribe now and stay informed. Link to Zalengam Media.